Hey guys, welcome back to the live podcast where we talk about everything God and Jesus. We're going to do a quick recap on everything that we've learned so far. Partners with God, what's the connection? Genesis chapters 1 and 2. In the opening chapters of Genesis, we read the wonderful stories of God's creation of the universe. With each new day, God creates light and darkness, earth and sea, plants and animals, and ultimately man and woman. Then God commands the man and woman to fill the earth and subdue it. In other words, human beings are to partner with God in the completion of and care for creation. These social teachings tells us that as partners with God in sustaining the world, we have a responsibility to protect the dignity of the human person as well as the planet. God has given us the amazing gift of intellectual inquiry, which leads to wonderful advancements for our world. Our faith calls us to evaluate whether these advancements are in keeping with God's plan for creation. We must always consider how we can promote ethical research so that future generations may continue to enjoy the beauty of creation and thrive in the universe. What is one thing you can do today to use your intellectual gifts to sustain and care for God's creation? Social teaching definition: care for God's creation. Connection, Genesis chapter 3. That lying snake. Before the fall, Adam and Eve had freedom and a close relationship with God. They lived in perfect harmony with each other and all of creation. Tension and strife entered Adam and Eve's relationship with God when they believed the serpent's lie. Sin and death became a reality. Though this account in chapter 3 of the book of Genesis uses figurative language, it points to the reality that all of humanity has been affected by the sin of Eve and Adam. The original sin and its consequences have been handed down to every generation throughout all of history, with the exception of Jesus and his mother Mary. Although we are not personally responsible for it, the sin has wounded our nature also. We are inclined to sin and subject to death. Fortunately, sin has been overcome by the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Through the grace of the sacraments of baptism, we are freed from original sin and turned back toward God.